Hello, my name is Marc Eller, and I'm here on behalf of Mitzi Wadsworth. She and I met about 6 months ago, and she told me about the work she was doing through a website to help people that were severely depressed and even contemplating suicide. When I heard her story, I had my own dark secrets that I felt like I needed to share, because unless you know someone or talk to someone that is in that stage, it's very difficult to describe. But I've been there. I know what it feels like. I know the physical pain. I know the mental pain that's associated with it. And so I'm here to tell my story in the hopes that will help you. I went through 2 failed marriages for various reasons. Went from having money to absolutely no money to actually collecting quarters to pay for food. I lost the relationships with my 4 children, lost my pets, lost my house, lost pretty much everything. After becoming dependent upon alcohol, I went through a time that I didn't feel like I could recover from, which led me to planning my suicide. I did that over a several-month period and finally went to the day of executing on that plan. I went to my car, brought a knife, and was about to slit my wrist to end it, to end the pain, both physical and mental. My phone rang, and it was a friend of mine from high school, my best friend from high school, that was calling that I hadn't talked to in 5 years because of a falling out due to me. And I contemplated whether to answer the phone or not, and I did. And he said, "Hey Mark, this is Scott. We've been friends for too long, and I wanted to just check in and see if there was something we could do to repair it and see how you were doing." I said, "Well, Scott, actually I'm just about to slit my wrists." And he said, "That's not funny, but by the tone of your voice, I believe you." And I said, "That's exactly what I'm doing." He said, "Well, let me paint the picture for you, how this is going to work out. You've got 4 wonderful kids. You've got friends that love you. They need your love. And there's one that loves you even above all of that, and that's God. And if this isn't enough evidence that this phone call has been an ordained experience from God, I don't know what else to tell you. His love is beyond description, and this is just not by happenstance that I'm making this phone call. So you need to understand that. You need to understand the power of that love, and that you are worthy to live. So I spent the next 30 minutes crying with my friend on the phone. When he felt that it was safe to go, I spent the next 30 minutes crying on my own, and a weight was lifted off of me that I can hardly describe. At that point, I knew that I was loved beyond anything that I could imagine. So my life really changed. At that particular point, I started looking at things in a positive way, started looking to where I could help others as what I'm trying to do now. And whether you're in a situation that you are not experiencing the depth of that depression, it still could happen. I never thought I would be there. If you are in a position where you see and know of someone that is having trouble, as slight as it may seem, reach out, help them out. No one could have ever known that I was in the situation that I was in. I kept it private. My friends thought I was funny. They never could ever imagine that I was in the place that I was in. So I'm asking you to reach out. I want to introduce you to a book called Jesus Calling. My wife and I read this every day, and I'm telling you that it will change the way you look at things. It will change the way you look at life, and it will give you a strength that you never thought you had. And I just want to read one excerpt that will give you an idea of what you can expect. I am a mighty God. Nothing is too difficult for me. I have chosen to use weak ones like you to accomplish my purposes. Your weakness is designed to open you up to my power. Therefore, do not fear your limitations or measure the day's demand against your strength. What I require of you is to stay connected to me, living in trusting dependence on my limitless resources. When you face unexpected demands, there is no need to panic. Remember that I am with you. Talk with me and listen while I talk you through each challenging situation. I am not a careless God. When I allow difficulties to come into your life, I equip you fully to handle them. Relax in my presence, trusting in my strength. Amen. May God be with you.